Good evening, all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. I am Luna. Welcome to my friends. Hello, Sam. Hello, Tavia. Hello, Roxanne. Hello, Darcy. Yay! Yay! I'm so happy. Check one, two. Check one, two. Tell me how it sounds. Drums haven't gotten swinging yet. Can you even hear them? I'm not too concerned about it. You can probably hear the fans. The fans are back. My fans are back. Oh! So, yeah, you get the hum in the background because it's been very humid today. And my hair has refused to do anything but be fuzzy. So, that's that. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome. Yay, goody, goody. Too loud? Too loud at all? I have to remember that I can talk in a normal tone of voice and this microphone will pick it up. So, here. Because I just get too loud sometimes. Oh, hey, thanks. Thank you, Jennifer. It just, I just get to a point of giving up. All right. How is everyone tonight? How are you doing? I hope you're not roasting wherever you are. We have had an absolutely beautiful week so far. Of days that have been in the lower 80s or the upper 70s. Today's been overcast all day, a little bit of sun here and there, but we got a good solid rain again today, and it's been very good. Everything is lush, as they call it. Very lush in Ohio this time of year. So I'm very grateful for where we are at the end of July to have not mid-90s. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Hooray, hurrah. So, I want to tell you about someone today if you have not heard of this person yet. It is an artist, musician, vocalist, and her name is Jax, Jax. And she has a song called Victoria's Secret. And I saw it, somebody shared it on Facebook today. When I watched the video, I recalled that I have heard the song, but the video was of a flash mob that she did with this song in front of a Victoria's Secret. And it's about eating disorders. It's about young women being groomed into eating disorders, but not directly. It is, because she talks about when she was young and the messages she was getting, and she says, I stopped eating, what a bummer, you can't have carbs in a hot girl summer. But the chorus is, I know Victoria's secret, and girl, you wouldn't believe, she's an old man who lives in Ohio, making money off of girls like me, cashing in on body issues, selling skin and bones with big boobs. I know Victoria's secret. She was made up by a dude. So it's humorous, and I guess that I haven't looked at other stuff on her channel except one other song about her dad, and it made me sob. But her YouTube channel is just Jax, Jax. Go there, look at the Victoria's Secret flash mob, because you will hear the song and you will watch this amazing flash mob, which at the end they do a soul train, people down the sides and people coming down the runway, and that made me sob as well. But healthy messages, acknowledgement of the harm that has been done. And here's something. I did a little bit of vetting, and I looked up who owns Victoria's Secret. And first of all, I looked up founder, and the founder was from California. And he started Victoria's Secret because when he went to department stores to buy his wife pretty underwear, he felt like a perv. So he wanted a lingerie store that men would be comfortable going into. Now, that creeped me out just a bit. But now the guy that owns it, so that man died. That man jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. The man that owns it now, I think his last name is Wexler. It was born in Ohio. I don't think he lives here, but he was born here. So that part's true as well. But do yourselves a favor and listen to that. And this is what gives me so much hope for the healing of humanity, you know, through the kids these days. They're doing their work, man. They are doing their work, and they are blasting, they are putting it on full blast. So go, and she has an absolutely wonderful voice. The song is beautifully musical. She's just a little ball of talent, and she's absolutely adorable. So, and I also want to say that women who have that body type of a tiny frame and big boobs, Dolly Parton, my daughter, glory in that. Glory in that with no shame whatsoever. And women that don't have that body type, glory in your body type as well. Everyone has the right to glory in this wonderful vessel. And you know what? Men too. Men certainly get body shamed. So, all y'all human beings, glory in your wonderful bodies. Amen. Okay, we are on a Cancer moon tonight, so woohoo, good time for readings. Let's look at our decks. Let's do a grounding. I always just get all discombobulated at this part. So, do a little bit of grounding. Come on down into your body. Relax, relax, relax. I am in good hands with my sweet fans. And those fans too. There's oh, you can't see the crap that's all over my floor behind me because I am making a gown to go to the Ren Fair in a couple of weekends. And I made my daughter 2 dresses last year, and they're the you know, peasant dresses, sleeveless with the fitted bodice that crisscrosses and then the skirt that splits down the front and a chemise underneath. And I made for her, one was light blue with a cream colored chemise, and the other one was a sage green with like a tan chemise. Beautiful. And mine is royal blue with a white chemise. We're going full Virgin Mary here. Actually, we're going full High Priestess. Yeah, I prefer that. Thank you. Okay. Okay, everyone I didn't mention. Not seen that show yet. What show? What did I miss? Hi, everyone I didn't mention. What? Samantha, I don't know what you're responding to. Samantha said, wow, Tavia, I've not seen that show yet. How apropos. And I am not seeing what that's referring to. Okay, so I will say, when you're live streaming on YouTube, and I'm sure we've all done this, you get on somebody's stream that's live streaming, you see that they're a little ways in, and you go and click back closer to the beginning, and you start watching, and you see, you know, the live chat going on, and comment on something. Well, when you're watching 5-10 minutes behind everybody, you might be commenting on something that is already long gone. So if you remember, please, when you're commenting on something specific that I have said, if you can mention, you know, this, then I'll know what you're talking about without having to try to, you know, rewind my brain too much, because I'm in the present. I move on when I'm doing readings like this. And that will make it a little bit easier. There was something else I was going to say. I shall have a drink and think. The flavor of the night is bubbly blueberry pomegranate. Hell yeah. I can't believe I've gone through both of those songs already. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Okay. The show or the book Good Omens. Okay. How bizarre, Tavia, that comment is not showing up. Okay, so here's another thing I want to say. YouTube has been absolutely fucking miserable lately with comments. I've had people that have commented on videos and the comment disappears. Tavia was one of the ones that said, I'm sorry if I'm duplicating this, but I posted this comment and it disappeared. And now I'm seeing 2 of your comments, but not that one. I have no idea what the hell goes on. So now, into the body. Grounding, 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 and I lit my sage, and now it's out. We'll do it this way. So I offer you this sacred smoke by air and fire. May you be purified and charged. And my ocean water here, I offer you this water and earth, that you may be blessed and made whole. And then I offer you the sound of the bell to clear everything, clear your mind. So first one, let it clear everything out of your space. And let the second bell bring you fully into the present moment and clear your mind. And let the third one set our intention of bringing wonderful messages through for everyone that's listening. Uh-oh, was I glitching? Okay, well, it's not glitching on my monitor, which is my phone, so that might be you, my dear. I don't know. Well, okay, we carry on, right? We soldier on. Oh, bummer. All right, well, you guys are see it now. I'm seeing it happening. Let's see. Oh, I know why. Hold on. That should take care of the problem. I had my browser running still, and that's why I'm using my phone. Okay, hold on. Oh, shit. Okay. Wow, I'm seeing it glitching all over the place. Yep. All right, you guys. BRB. Hey, Cliff. Is our internet shit working? Stream is glitching like crazy. Okay. Okay, it looks like I'm way behind. Okay, I think I'm going again, but I see it looks like my feed is like way behind. So it's okay as long as we're, and there's frozen. No. All right. Holy shit, what the hell is going on here? It's like a series of still photos. The only thing that is running on my computer right now is my OBS, which is... Okay, the sound is continuous and the video is glitching. Oh my god, yet buffered for a while. Let's just, you know, hang out. Let's hang out, see what happens. I know that if I bail out on this live and start again, that I will lose you guys and you'll have to come find me again, and that is a big fat pain in the ass. Okay. I'm seeing a continuous stream now. Hi, Marcy. Yes, yes, yes. Go away. Be right back. Sorry to give you a wonderful view of my ass there, but my giant black tourmaline and selenite wand. So let's put the selenite right here on top of the machine. All right, hold on. Send me the vibes, folks. Oop, I can see my butt. There we go. All right, looks like we're going again. Hi, Laura. Hello, hello. Yes, send good vibes, you guys. Just see all the kinks in the connections going away. It looks like we're rolling. All right. All right, let's do this. Have faith. Let's look at our decks tonight. Of course, we have the Earthbound Oracle. Oh, Bubba, hey now, hey now, hey now. Guides and guardians, allies and ancestors, gods and goddesses, thank you so much for being here. Please, if you would, help me to get your messages out tonight by taking care of any of the glitches in the matrix here. All right. So, I mean, there wasn't anything except once I shut down the browser, I still had my browser going. And that's what fucked me up last time. That's why I'm using my phone as a monitor. So, yes, time to rock and roll. You got that right. Marcy, thank you so much for the information that you've given me. And Roxanne for the amazing deck. So, yes, we got this. First deck is the Earthbound Oracle. That's this one. That's the one that we use to get the topic for each of our decks. Then we have the Viking Oracle, which is an amazing gift from Roxanne Pedersen. And I just unboxed this today. So, Stacy DeMarco deck, I love it. I love it already. I was looking at, on the video, I had forgotten to do it once when I first uploaded it, but on the video for that unboxing, in the description are links to the group that I talked about, Heilung, and the two songs, one where they are chanting the Futhark, and the one where he does this reading, and he throws the bones and reads the runes that are in the bones, and she stands behind and makes all the runes with her body. It's amazing, just amazing stuff. This is the Mystical Dream Tarot, which was a gift from Kie. I keep wanting to say Kei. It's Kie Otsuka, whose YouTube name is Coco. Third deck is another Stacy DeMarco deck, which is the Gospel of Aradia, one that I had not pulled out in a long time, and I think it's because the bottom of the box, when it's in the stack, I don't see the title of it. But Aradia is one of my magical middle names. The next one is the Transparent Tarot, which was another gift from my daughter. And the information that Marcy gave me was how to use these wacky cards that tell you which way to turn the set. So we will do that tonight for the first time. I'm very excited about that. Then we have the Inner Fucking Peace cards, which was the other gift from Kie Otsuka, from Coco. And then last and way not least is the Cosmic Tarot by Norbert Lush. Now I have something very exciting to tell you about this. Okay, just catching up with notes here. Yes, it is a beautiful oracle. So I was catching up with comments the other day and saw one on my video for the Cosmic, the unboxing that I went and researched and found images that he took so many of these images from. And I got a comment that I'm trying to comment on this video and it keeps disappearing. I don't know what's wrong. I'm like, oh no. So I said, keep trying. This comment came through, please keep trying. And he said his name is Walter Holl, Holl. And he was the agent and dear friend of Norbert Lush. And he is the one that made the connection between Norbert and FX Schmid, which is the publishing company that first published this. So he is responsible, basically, for getting this deck to market. And unfortunately, Norbert Lush died this past May. He said he had many health issues, but it was unexpected and sudden. So tonight, our hearts go out to Norbert, our gratitude for this incredible deck. Now, on Facebook, there is a Cosmic Tarot fan page, and I highly suggest you join if you are a big fan of the Cosmic, and I mean, the fans of this deck are rabid fans. If you are, go join that group, because Walter is uploading. He now holds Norbert Lush's portfolio. He has all of his artwork, and he is its curator. And he's posting some images, and with this deck you get those dark kind of images because the colors are pastel, but all the shading is done with black and stippling, so there's a very interesting dark quality to it. But he's putting up these images that are just stunning and glowing with light and color, and they're phenomenal. And he said he's looking for someone that can write and is familiar with both divination and Tibetan Buddhism, because Norbert did images and has actually a book that he published on that, and he's looking at putting out an oracle deck for that. And I'm like, so exciting. It's just so exciting to have a conversation with this person, and the fact that he said he went and looked at a bunch of videos on the Cosmic, and then he forgot about it for months, and then he came back and searched again and found my video and thought it was a really good job. He really liked it, so he reached out. And I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. So, we're not too far behind, 24 minutes, and it looks like we're still going, and it looks like I'm pretty caught up time-wise. Good. All right. The Cosmic has it really has an energy of its own. I think it was the first tarot deck that I got that was really different, Okay. Astrology dice. What energies are we going to be looking at tonight? Please give us something lighthearted. That would be awesome. What do we need to look at tonight? We have Uranus in Cancer in the 11th house. Well, Uranus in the 11th is in its own natural house, but Cancer in there is like bing, bing, bing. It's just kind of a ricochet in my brain here. All right. So, Uranus is the awakener. It talks about flashes of insight and intuition. It talks about hope and planning for the future and creating the future. It's innovation, it's invention, it's rebellion. Its energy is erratic, unexpected, sudden, disruptive, explosive, earthquakey, lightning strikey. So it has some very hectic energy, but it's the tower. This is the lightning struck tower. Uranus's energy to me, and especially when the tower card comes up, I always relate that Hey, Sherry, welcome, dear. All right. Well, it's kind of like we're here in the same room with you. That's excellent. Okay. So when the tower comes up in a reading, I feel that Uranian energy, and it is the striking down of an old calcified idea of or situation, a situation that has been built up and is no longer breathing. It's restricting. And so the tower usually comes along, sometimes, sometimes it's out of the blue. But when the tower comes along, it's time to look at the things that we haven't questioned in a while, the things that we're feeling restricted by, the things that we feel we've outgrown, that need to kind of break down and crumble. And there's that terrible moment when you know that big change is needed and you start instituting big change. And you have to let go of the old way, but you don't quite know what the new is going to look like yet. It's that old thing of if you want to get to the other shore, make big change, you have to be willing to lose sight of that shore. So this is the Awakener, and it's sitting in Cancer. So we're talking about new understanding of the mother, the mothering role, the nurturing role. Time to update all of these things, and boy, is this timely now, because when you look at, the forced birthers and what they are actively creating right now, what they're setting up is a revolution. What they're setting up is a tower moment where there will be mass rebellion and revolution if we can't knock these guys down while they're still, down here. 11th house talks about your friends, hopes and fears. It talks about your tribe, your group of people, the ones that you claim that are not blood family. So looking at nurturing each other, looking at new ideas of nurturing and mothering, how we take care of each other. I was talking about this last week as well. Sharing of your resources, sharing our mothering energy, extending our families in terms of more than social interaction, extending our families in terms of the actual care that we have to give each other. And the food that we can afford, the skills that we have to give, because we could very well be returning to some tribal type periods where we have concentrated groups of people, and there's the person that does this and the person that does this and the person that does this. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, let me see what we got here. Many of the people images. Yes, they were, Marcy's talking about the cosmic and how the images were taken from photos. And if you look at my unboxing, I pull up all the photos that I could find, and they were actually from someone else's research that was on a forum, and I tell you about that in the video. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, King of Wands, Sean Connery, straight up. Let's see. A structure that's no longer functioning. Exactly, Samantha. Okay, as far as I know by other astrologers, moon is in Cancer, that's right. It goes at like 11:30 tonight, it goes into Leo. And the new moon, I have my new moon chart reading up as well. You want to check that out. Hit on the dice was nurture the friends in an unconventional way. Exactly. That is a pithy statement for all the words I just said. Thank you, Tavia. Okay. Yep. Yes, they are. They are quite accurate. Okay, nurturing friends in an unconventional way. Yeah, absolutely. Nurturing friends in an unconventional way. Setting up your tribe, creating your community in just a new way. All right. Now, I am going to shuffle our Earthbound. So that it's ready to go, and then we'll throw the baby die. All right. So they're set to go. Now, who's up first? Who's it? Who's it? Number 2. The Dream. More smells. The Mystical Dream Tarot. Now, I've only had this deck for a couple of days, so I haven't had a lot of time to work with it. But I dig it, and it has a very specific energy to it. Oops. And a very specific card thickness, too. And I have not shuffled these when I was putting them out. I was running pretty close to the time here. Okay. Oh, whoops, don't want to be shuffled anymore. I hope that you have some wonderful incense burning. Okay. Yeah, exactly. With technology. So what else does Uranus rule? Technology. Yeah, for sure. And you can have skill shares over Zoom, over Messenger. You don't have to be in the, same physical presence. All right. So, Earthbound. What are we going to hear about from the Mystical Dream Tarot? Did you see that? It flipped over. Neat as. Time. A light topic. We're going to talk about time itself. And this deck has such a dream, it is a dream deck. Such a dreamy quality to it. So it's perfect because it's like time. How the fuck are we going to talk about time? All right, we'll find out. Wait, there's something in my eye. Are you gone? I don't know. We press on. All right, time. Let us in, let us in, let us in. What do you have to tell us? Itty bitty dice, teeny tiny dice. Okay. Oop, all righty. One more, please. Oop, there we go. Well, it is definitely a cooperative deck. So we have, holy moly, 3 major arcana have come out. So, Uranus at the beginning there is saying that we're going to be dealing with some heady stuff here. Uranus rules the higher mind. Mercury is the basic, fundamental, logical functions of the brain, the just basic processing. Uranus is the genius part, the leaps of intuition. Now champa. Okay. Ooh. Oof, Samantha. I did my tape treatment on the transparent tarot last night because it was the box that I was in danger with. Okay, let's take a look here. So we have 3 majors. We have Innocent, which is the 0 card, the Fool. We have the Hanged Man and the Priestess of Dreams. So give me a second here to get my attention off of the thing in my eye. Crap. All right. And look at the Hanged Man in the middle with the clock at the top. He talks about time itself. So we have major alignment with these decks already. And we have the Innocent and we have the High Priestess. The Innocent talks about just all potential. It's the 0. It's the present moment. No past, no future. Right here, right now, anything's possible. Blank slate. No baggage. In this deck it's called the Innocent, so it's talking about not having that worldly experience. And then the Hanged Man is just what wants to come out of my mouth is the victim of time, marching on. But the priestess of dreams, look at her leaning this way. She says we have to rearrange our thinking about time. We need to understand how fluid and how not real it is. That time is a slippery thing. We know that time moves differently according to state of mind. If we are having a miserable time, it just crawls and crawls and crawls. If we are having an amazing time, it can fly. If we are in ecstasy and bliss, and if we are in shock and trauma, the concept of time itself disappears, gone. All there is this now. And meditation is how we attempt to get to that sense of this now without going through shock and trauma or having to, do ecstatic dance all the time. But let's look at what the book has to say about these cards. Okay. The innocent is one who endeavors to transcend all things in order to follow the impulse, and that impulse would be the Uranian impulse. I need something new. Something's got to change. That's the impulse. Returning to one's place of origin is likened to returning to birth unprejudiced, unfettered with dogma, free to enter into life. Unclothed, the innocent is not yet born, not yet touched by corruption or physical reality. So I'm looking at that, going back to that unprejudiced, unfettered with dogma. That tower is dogma. Thus, the seeker, as the innocent, sees a dream world rich and full, waiting to manifest, pure potential awaiting action. The seeker is about to embark on a new cycle. The creative waters of birth are about to burst forth, yet the seeker must see equal parts of dream and reality, remain balanced so as not to leap into a fantasy with no footing, no stability. So that's where the innocent and the fool's downfall is being foolish, is not being willing to acknowledge what there is to know. It's willful ignorance. I don't want to know. I'll just, go carry on my merry way. While it's about imagination, vision, and freedom, he's likewise about stability. Dreams must be anchored in a practical approach, grounded in reality. If you can define that, I'll give you something nice. If the innocent is facing a card, it suggests movement toward that situation, while facing away suggests flight in the opposite direction. Well, he's facing towards the Hanged Man here. And I'm getting a strong message there about just, hanging out, waiting for things to change. That the innocent says, let's get moving here. We can't just hang out. And we're talking about time, right? We can't just hang out and let time go by and wait for the world to change. We have to change the world. We're the ones that have the power to do it. Sorry. So, it's in our hands. And this snake, look at, it's not the fool, it's not a merry fool. It's a snake that's spewing all this stuff. How does she describe it? Well, I can't find it quickly here, so I'm not going to worry about it. But he's spewing this ick, So he's looking over here at the Hanged Man saying, let's get a move on. Let's get started. It's time to get started. All of the things that you've thought about, here's what I'd like to do in the future sometime. Well, the future is now. You have to build it now. So let's get going. And now let's look at the Hanged Man. Suspended on the wheel of time, the clock that holds his every movement through the journey of his days. He's accustomed to weathering the natural ordeals of the different seasons of life as the wheel of time turns, as he ages and grows and experiences equal doses of joy and sorrow, facing life as a series of fleeting moments. So let's go to inner reading here. Champion of all life, the Hanged Man is willing to go beyond all obstacles for love, for truth, for principles. This is an individual who is tied to a challenging road yet is not without resources. He hangs balanced upon the sphere of time, Yet his tenacity and determination to go within the inner depths is demonstrated by his connection to his inner wisdom, the High Priestess. So, while the Hanged Man usually talks about a waiting period, look at the cards facing it. The Innocent is saying it's time to start. The moment is now. This is the only moment you have. This is ground zero. Yeah? The High Priestess is saying, what are your dreams? Take action on your dreams. Do it now. Do it today. Nurture those wacky fucking ideas. Nurture the crazy ideas that are part of your hopes and dreams. That's 11th house. So she says, purity, virginity, someone untouched. This is a person apart from the ordinary, quietly present yet manifest as light in darkness. Without seeking attention, they draw those who sense the quiet purity. The appearance of this card may represent the gestation of a great work, as does the Hanged Man. Study and knowledge. It may point to a period of inner silence, solitude, and faith. It can refer to an individual, possibly the seeker who's completely devoted to the sacred path of wisdom. Okay, these are all pretty internal. There's this impulse and impetus that it's time to get started. Okay, get started on what? Connect. Connect to this. Connect to your heart. Connect to your dream. Connect to your sixth sense, your psychic sense of where things are going. Spend time, so if you're going to spend Hanged Man time, spend it going inside. Spend it in meditation. Spend it doing the things that you've been promising yourself you're going to start doing again and just haven't been able to. The Fool says now, now, now. Now is the only time there is. Okay? So I think that's a pretty darn clear message there. We're going to move on from there. Wow. Okay, let's see. Catching up. Yeah, time is pretty freaky. I agree, Laura. We want instant service. Yes, no waiting for anything. Boy, is that ever true, Tavia. Our concept of time has certainly changed because we are so used to our instant gratification. I mean, there have been a couple orders I placed with Amazon recently where they showed up the same day. And you drive outside and all the ubiquitous hive of busy bees of Amazon trucks going round and round delivering all of our stuff. I spend a lot of time recently thinking about what it will be like without this. What would it be like without this? What would my day be like if suddenly my power was out? What would I be doing? And I'm happy to say that I am spending a lot of time, a lot more time, not a lot of time yet, but we're getting there, on projects. I've got all this craft stuff, I've got stuff that I've wanted to make, and now I've got this feeling inside me of let's get going, let's make these things. I want to do things with my hands, so I'm really excited to start sewing tomorrow. And yes, our concept of time does need a major reshuffle. And it's a coming, whether we want it to or not. Uranus says it's coming. It's coming. You can, and here's another message from that Uranian card. You cannot choose the time when lightning will strike. You cannot choose that time. God, my glasses are a mess. Sorry, I am fucking with my eyes so much tonight, you guys. I'm fussy. I'm fussy tonight. Okay, let's move on. So, as I was saying, you cannot choose the time that lightning will strike. We cannot choose when, the pandemic hit. Were we ready for that? Will we be ready for the next big solar flare, or something that takes out some communication satellites? So you cannot choose the time, but you can be aware of the possibilities, and you can plan for those times. All right, next deck up is the Cosmic. Awesome, Samantha. Okay. So, Earthbound, my friend, what are we going to talk to the cosmic about tonight? Okay, that one was creeping out. Reflect. All right, that's a good subject for the cosmic tarot. Reflect. What do we need to reflect upon? What is our life reflecting right now? Okay, here's the Fool again, y'all. All right. So the Fool smack in the middle again, and the Fool can, you know, when you look at the Fool card and the fact that he's about to go tripping off a cliff, that would be a Uranian event, because he's not looking where he's going, and suddenly, whoops! So there is that, although with him, is it really unexpected? It's unexpected, but only because he's not looking, because he's not prepared for it. So over here, we have the issue of resources and finances and the economy. And that's something we certainly need to reflect on. You know, here's how my thinking goes. In the complex that we live in, you know, we have the woods here, so we have firewood, and we have a fire pit, and we have a grill, and we have another grill, and like that there. Right down at the end of this building, which is just 2 more units, and then there's this huge field. And I think about how wonderful it would be to have food growing in that field. There's another huge field at the front of the complex, and I think about how wonderful that would be. We sit on top of an aquifer. I have a water purifier that will take raw sewage and turn it into drinkable water. We have a bog up the road. We have a creek that's just you know, a block away, and a river that's just a block away from that. So thinking about resources, and not really in terms of money, but, and I broken record again here. Last week, I remember, what the hell is going on here? Hold on. Why? Play, please. Thank you. All right. I was talking about this last week. You know, what happens when an economy is no longer money-based? What's that like? And what would happen if we were suddenly without all of our connectedness, if we couldn't communicate with our bank? How would exchange work? But mostly what we're here to reflect on here is this, the lack mentality. The lack mentality. And the Fool talks about our foolishness in that, but it also talks about, okay, then start something new. If that is an issue, start something new. And the Princess of Wands here says it's time to get fired up over something. So here's where we can use our passions, the things that we want to create, as Samantha talks about crafting with the youngins, but crafting in terms of, you know, learn something, like learn how to can something, learn how to sew, learn how to build things with wood, learn how to use tools that you've never used before, you know, just learn how to, like, bind a book, how make a pair of shoes, stuff like that. But something that might fire your passion, make you feel excited about what you're doing. Maybe learn how to wildcraft, go out in the woods and start looking at plants and mushrooms and things that are edible. I just found out that the basswood tree that we have back there is also called the linden tree, and that everything is edible. The leaves are best when they're young and tender, but they get tougher as they get giant. They have these huge heart-shaped leaves. But you can put that in salad. You can eat stuff from the bark. You can eat the buds, things like, and it's like, wow, there's a resource. We've got the blackberries right behind us, which the landscapers came in last week and like lopped off the front of them that were just loaded with berries, but whatever. So, things like that, connecting your passions with this sense of what you lack, and letting the things you're interested in, your passions, take you to a place where you can fill in that lack. Oh, and there's the tower. Oh, dearie dear. Okay. Four of Cups, talking about being deeply pensive, but also dissatisfied. This lack mentality wears us down. And even if you can't afford your lifestyle, you own your home and things like that, we are so surrounded with the stories of lack, and you have to be aware that economies are having a rough time around the globe. So, this lack mentality and just feeling so downtrodden and without resource is this grinding dissatisfaction emotionally. And here's what needs to be blown up: the dogma of economy itself, the dogma of the way money works, the dogma of working to deserve a home and food. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So she is discerning and discriminating. She ultimately, it's like you take your keen mind and you really look deeply into the ways that you do things and look at how you can trim it down. And even if we're not talking about like the big things like economies crashing, this is just, what are your basic dissatisfactions with your life and your livelihood? Because it's time to look at, how can I do something new? How can I restart this whole thing? And it's never too late. I want to tell you that. It's never too late to change your life. It's never too late to get what you're worth, to have what you're worth, to feel your own worth, to demand what you're worth. All right? Because we have to deal with this grinding satisfaction before it turns into the tower and we're lightning struck in a panic, right? So up here, the Princess of Wands is saying, connect with your passions, connect with your talents, your creativities. What can you do with that time to hone them up? I was just invited to play a set at a camping music weekend that our friends have had every year for like 30 years or something. I haven't picked up a guitar in far, far, far too long. But they asked if I wanted to do a set, and I said yes, even though I've got like fucking tennis elbow on the left side, and I might not be able to play, but I said yes. And it's like, because I need to reclaim that. That is a passion and a talent, and I have to reclaim it. Too many things have been taken from us. We've been robbed through this last chunk of years, and what we've been robbed of is our contentment, our sense of security. But the good part is we've also been robbed of our complacency. Seriously shaken out of complacency. So now that things have been activated, it's time to look at, when you're getting activated by things outside and you're looking at, is the government crashing and burning? What the hell is going on? These things that are getting you fired up, take that immediately, translate it into usable energy. What can I do with my talents and passions? What can I do with this energy of I gotta do something, This is where you become a ninja, and you take whatever energy is given you and you transform it into something usable. And the Queen of Swords says, I see clearly, and I see clearly what needs to go and what needs to stay. So she is seeing with that clear vision, reflecting very clearly inside with the eye of making a new start. You always have to keep the big vision, but you can bring that big vision down to what can I do today? What can I do today to upgrade my world? But boy, that tower, full in the tower, Uranian energy. We can say brace for impact, but then you're that hanged man, you know, for impact. And, you know, brace in such a way that you're not. All right. Oh, something's floating around the air. Yeah. Well, I, yesterday, went out and bought some makeup. This is the first time in like 15 years that I bought makeup. My wonderful daughter, of course, has kept me supplied in all that time with like Bare Minerals, which I love, but they're too damn expensive. So I went and I looked at some expensiver makeup and got shades and tones from their testers, and then I went and bought cheaper versions of it. And one thing I bought is mascara, which I haven't worn in so long, and I hate it. And so, you know, I'm very conscious of, is there something getting in my eye? Hair, you're driving me crazy. There we go. Sorry, I'm so fidgety tonight. I don't know what to do. Uh-oh, am I freezing again? All right. Shoo. What was happening? Was video freezing again? Oof. All right. Well, I don't know. Did I tell you this last week? That my dear sister-in-law, Denise, has said she will pay for my new computer? So now I have to wait till like August 10th because Lance is going to build one for me, and he's on tour with his band right now, his band From Ashes to New. So hang in there, you guys, we'll make it. Oh, I see the video kind of glitching. All right, I got the little die. Here we go. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, okay, it just dropped off my finger there. It got stuck. Let's just the video. All right, good. So number 4 deck is what's up next, and it is the Transparent Tarot. So what we're going to do with these 2 cards is set them aside like that, and then we're going to give this a first time shuffle. I love how bendy they are. I love it. All right. I know, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Whoopsie. Oh, no, darling, that's not what I want. Calm down now. All right, what are we going to talk to the Transparent Tarot about tonight? Dear Earthbound. I'll keep shuffling. Yep, and there we go. Fire. Okay, so we're getting all the nebulous sort of ones, all the conceptual. Time and reflect and fire. Okay, so what do we need to know? Oh, shit. I sat there and shuffled this deck, and that just fucked it all up. All right, well, we have some things to undo here then. Sorry, you guys, so sorry. I have to go through all of these cards because they have to be in different sets. Balls. Shouldn't be too bad. That's a cup. And that's pentacle. That's a court. That's a court. That's a court. So we have the, oh, whoopsie, I'm doing it all wrong. So the pentacles and the cups go here, and that's a court. Cup. The sorry, you guys, hang out. And then the swords. Wait. Yep, this isn't going to be too bad. The swords and wands go there. So if you have not watched the video, I'll talk while I'm trying to do this. The cards are separated into 3 groups. One is the majors and the courts. One is the cups and the pentacles. And one is the wands and the swords. Oops, that's a cord. That wasn't too bad. All right. Oi! Face down. Now we shuffle each set and take 2. I get so excited about shuffling. All right, let's see here. Ah, she really is. Manifesting an overhead projector, huh? Okay, the Schumann resonance is what Sherry's saying. Yep, there was a major earthquake today. Okay. Marcy, I was about to tell you not to shuffle that deck. Don't shuffle that deck. By the time you were going to tell me, I'm sure it was already too late because of the lag. All right. Okay, let's do, here we go. All right, I'm just going to take the 2 off the top here. And we'll do it this way. First one, no, 2 off the top. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Now, let's shuffle these. I'm just going to shuffle these this way. Fire, fire, fire. Lift our spirits, fire. In your flames, not remains, but fire, fire, fire. Spirit of fire, come to us. We shall kindle the fire. We shall kindle the fire, dance the magic circle round. All right. There's those 2. And now, what do we need to know about the element of fire? What do we need to know about our fire? Our fire, our passion, our discontent, our heat, our sexuality, our anger, our rage, our trials and tests. There's one, there's one. Okay. Now, I've got to turn things around so that, all right, those are good. These, one of these needs to turn. And, okay, we have the full back. Now, take these cards and we turn, 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 turn. So I don't know which way is up. Turny, turn, turn, turny, turn, turn. And now I turn these over, and this says, the green there says this way is up, so we don't turn them. If this was on the green was on the bottom, we'd turn both. So, Marcy, I am so grateful for you doing that research and finding that out for me. Okay, let's see if you can see who's here. It's hard with the reflection. We have the Hermit up top, so the upper quadrant is kind of like the outer, and the bottom is the inner. We have the 4 of Cups again, and we have the 2 of Swords reversed. Okay, so the Hermit, this is the internal light. The Hermit with his lamp is shining, is looking for the inner fire, looking for what moves us, what motivates us, what enlightens us, shining the light in the darkness. just with ourselves alone. The hermit has that solitude vibe to it. So with ourselves, all by ourselves, if we're not with anyone else, if we're not going out socially, if we're not, if you were home alone, if you were a hermit in a cave, what would light your fire? What would really pull you out of these doldrums? The Four of Cups again, just this grinding dissatisfaction. So that's like the opposite of fire, where we let our spirits be dampened by the Four of Cups, by our emotions, whatever emotions we're feeling. When we start getting bored, when we start disengaging with life, it is time to move the emotional energy through. It's time to reconnect. And then the Two of Swords reversed there says that we are now at the place of opening up and seeing. Upright Two of Swords to me always talks about denial. The twos have that vibe of decision as well. But this is a decision that we're not willing to face, but it's upside down here. So it says now is the time. We are ready. We are ready to see clearly. We are ready to move beyond the dampening emotions of a situation. We are ready to look deeply inside and find where our inner light is. Now on the bottom, we have the Eight of Swords. We've got both blindfold cards here, you guys. Hoo-wee. Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Yes, Knight of Wands. When these get difficult, I'll see if I can hold them up so you can see without the glare. You can see the numbers across the top. Do you see the 9 for the Hermit, the 4 of Cups, the 2 of Swords reversed? And then down here, we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 1 of Pentacles, and then the symbol for the Knight. The Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is the top layer. So he takes on some significance. So he's talking about getting moving too, literally moving, like change of residence moving, travel moving, changing inside your home moving things around, going somewhere. He is that passion, and that horse is his vehicle. I have a way to get there. I want something and I have the means to get there. Then we have the 8 of Swords here. Time is going by. Time is... Why do you do that? Why? Sorry. My iPod is being a dick. All right, so that 8 of Swords, that blindfold is about not acknowledging where we are in a prison of our own making, where we don't want to look at the solution, or we don't want to know that there really is something here that is my doing and that is within my power to change. So the 8 of Swords talks about letting ourselves out, and it all starts with seeing. That's that Queen of Swords from the last one. With seeing what's there, seeing what we need to see. And the Ace of Pentacles is another new start on a practical level. Okay. So in terms of fire, we've got to take practical steps, but the main thing is here mentally, we really need to be straight up with ourselves. This is mental honesty, mental clarity, honesty with ourselves about what we've been denying. This is already in process because the 2 of Swords is reversed. We're already coming out of denial. And coming out of denial, we're hitting dissatisfaction. And then we're saying, okay, what's at the root of this? How do I let myself out of this prison of my own making and take practical steps to get on the move again here? Boy, I feel like the same message over and over and over again. I would love to be doing like wildly different things, but I only reads what they gives me. Okay, let me catch up with messages. Yes, funky energy. Okay. Manifesting new dancing bells. Yay! Hello, Silver Spiral. Hello, my love. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to you. Okay. Alrighty. Wow. All right, let me put these guys back where they belong, and I should put like a note with this deck that just says, "Don't shuffle it." But it's so fun. It is so very much fun to shuffle. It's the bendiest of all the bendy decks. Although I gotta say, Dreams of Gaia is right up there too. Just a joy to shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. All right. Then we have the swords that go in here, and we'll turn you over. And then we'll put you guys on the bottom. All right. And I've got those fire chants in my head. Pardonnez-moi, that bubbly is bubbly tonight. All right. Okay, Two of Swords about combining your heart and your head. Don't let all the BS going on around you distract you from going within. Okay, so yeah, I've always seen the Two of Swords as self-protect mode. Denial, I don't want to let it in. I'm blocking something here. But yes, I can see that, combining your head and your heart. You know, being protective of the heart. Kind of maybe compartmentalizing the head from the emotions. Interesting. Okay. Who's up next? Come on, turn it, die. Number 5. The Zen as fuck deck. Yes. No, it's not the Zen as fuck. It's the Inner Fucking Peace cards. It just says Zen as fuck on that one. So let's see. What? Let us see. What do you have to tell us? Oh, wait. You first. This is almost like, you know, setting up a category when you're working in a spread. You need a frame. Sorry. All right. Dr. Joe Dispenza. Okay, I will check that out, Samantha. Well, looky. The card has fallen out with abundance. What do we need to know about abundance, dear Inner Fucking Peace? Well, that's a continuation from that Two of Swords. Inner Fucking Peace. All right, I'm closing my eyes so they can fall out easier. Yep, they're telling me to split and pull. Split. All right. So we have first, tame the shit show by finding calm in the chaos. Then we have breathe like you know how. And we have busy transcending bullshit. That is a direct answer to your comment there, Samantha, about not letting other people's bullshit get to you. So, about abundance. Tame the shit show by finding calm in the chaos. By, just starting to weed out the outside influences that are taking you away from the mindset that there's plenty for me. And, you know, abundance, we can say there's plenty for everyone, but the only, you know, we don't have control of everyone. This is the energy system that we have in our keeping. So if we need to be in an abundance mindset, we need to tame the shit show going on in here that is keeping us in the mindset of chaos and lack and away from the mindset of abundance. The other side says one word, meditate. So Samantha, there you go. Another direct answer to your your meditation video you just suggested. Breathe like you know how. Inhale the good shit, exhale the bad shit. Or if you're doing Tonglen, do it the other way. Inhale, feel all of the dense energy. Inhale all of the ick, inhale it, inhale it. Why are you inhaling it? Because it's already in your system. What you're doing is feeling it for real, and inhaling it gives you a handle to then breathe out and expand it into till it shatters into a million shards and dissipates. Breathe like you know how. Breathing is a skill. It is a skill. Watch a tiny baby breathe sometime and watch their little tummy going in and out. They don't have any tension up in their shoulders, and they breathe from the diaphragm, and their little tummy goes in and out, not their chest. Their shoulders don't go up and down. It's their little tummy going in and out. That's real calm breathing. When I was in college and I was in my first like vocal class, we had to do exercises, and it was actually like a level 3 class because I was in a killer play and I had the lead in it, and they bumped me ahead so I could get this kind of training in. It's crazy. And we had to keep a journal every day of the things that we were trying. And, you know, we had to talk, we did all this relaxation with the whole, your jaw, your tongue, the whole complex here, your throat muscles, everything. Lots of work on relaxing, and then breathing, because you have to have a relaxed, fluid instrument here in order to be able to move a lot of energy through it. If your body is tense, you're not moving, and you're not going to move a lot of energy. So every day I would be like working at breathing, and I got rid of the tension here, but then it would go someplace else, and then it would go someplace else, and I just chased it around my body. And then one day I was washing the dishes, go figure, and all of a sudden I just felt myself drop. I just dropped into the slot. All of a sudden everything was relaxed and my breathing was open and free, and it was like, oh shit, there it is. This is why we practice meditation. This is why you practice these things every day. Do not get scared. That's me glitching, not my video. Don't let yourself get discouraged every day when you don't get there. The point of meditation is not to get there. The point of meditation is to show up. Show up and practice. Show up and breathe for a prescribed period of time, whatever you want that to be. And you will struggle for a while, and then suddenly you'll drop into the slot too, because that's how our progress happens when we're learning a skill. It doesn't go like this, it goes like this. Okay? You will do this leap forward. So we show up and practice, and then suddenly we find that our breath is abundant. That where we struggled for breath and we couldn't get a deep breath, you know, suddenly it drops into the slot, and we discover that the space within our body is abundant, and our breath is also abundant. Okay, busy transcending bullshit. Pick one thing beyond your control and let it go, just like that. Let it the fuck go. There's the tower. Let it break down. The stuff that you're done with, the stuff that doesn't serve you, let it break down. It does not need your attention or your care anymore. Starve it. Starve it to death. You know? Let it crumble. Let it rot. Let it fall. And rather than transcending bullshit, just kind of let the bullshit sink into the ground, let it fertilize the next crop. But I love the advice here of one thing that is driving you insane, one thing that you don't have control over, that you obsess over, or that you fill too much of your mental energy and your energy space with, and decide to let it go, and then do it. And if it doesn't work, try it again the next day. And if it doesn't work, try it again the next day. Make it a practice. Make it your spiritual practice to let this thing go. And then one day you will find suddenly there it goes. I let it go, and we told it to go away, precious, and it went away. There it goes.
Leave now and never come back.
That was a shitty golem if you didn't know. So, I think that, and I'm, okay, catching up. Calm in the chaos, Tavia says, sounds like Cancer calm in the Uranus energy, absolutely. Although, is Cancer calm really? Really? I guess yes, if the waters are calm. When they're calm, they're calm. Let's put it that way. Are they just generally calm? Not so sure about that. Okay. So, but I do agree that yes, chaos, calming the chaos. Take this lightning energy and bathe it in some nurturing waters, the nurturing waters of Cancer. Take care of yourself. So when you're looking to find calm in the chaos, how do you do that? What calms you down? Buy yourself a fucking huge bag of Epsom salts and get your ass in a tub with Epsom salts. It calms you down. It's magnesium. Magnesium calms things. If you take magnesium as a supplement, it can stop heart palpitations. So, how do you nurture yourself in order to find calm? How do you breathe? Do you have the skill of breathing well? Do you need to practice that skill? And then, do you have the skill of letting the bullshit go? And maybe some of the bullshit has to do with the lack mindset. I don't know if I did a great job of connecting abundance with these things, and I didn't think there would be, because these have a very specific thing that they're saying. But that's my Dharma talk. Thanks for coming. Okay. Goddess of good vibes, indeed. Okay. Mother Earth eats everything. Yes, she loves dense energy. Let it flow to her. Absolutely, Tavia. We need to nurture ourselves in unconventional ways as well. Yes, and let's look at the two that flew out here. Find your fucking center, like a jelly donut full of peace. Pomegranate jelly, there's a connection. Behold, the field in which I grow my fox, lay thine eyes upon it, and see that it is barren. Cultivate calm. So again, the message coming here about calm, calm, calm amidst the chaos. You have to put it inside. You have to nurture it inside, because there's always going to be chaos out there, right? Okay. And now we have our two Stacey DeMarco decks bringing up the rear. Which one comes first? 1 or 3? 1 or 3? Now it'll give me every other number but 1 or 3. 1 or 3. Please, please, please. 1. Wow. Our die has been wonderful today. He has given us a new number every time. All right. What, oh what, are we going to talk about here? Thank you, Samantha. That is a very good wrap-up. Yes, all of those cards pertain to rising above energy that stands in the way of abundance. Woo! Did you see that? Voice. Yeah, baby. Ow. Woo! Here we go. Voice. This deck is impossible to shuffle. Just as itself, riffle shuffle cannot do it. Cannot do it. So you gotta take it and... This gave a wonderful reading on the video. All right. What do we need to know about voice? I really want you guys to go and watch those Highland videos when we're done here. They are going to be, I think it's in Pittsburgh at the end of August, and we are hoping to go if COVID isn't going insane by then. Oh, wait, I still see you. No, it's okay. It went back down in. Okay. We have 2 rune cards and then a non-rune card. So we have Urus. Number 2. Build personal power ethically. Your voice, your personal power, the statement you're here to make, the things you need to say. Build your personal power ethically from the inside out. Endurance and resilience are important now. Our will can change our fate. It can forge a path where there is none. Oh, Samantha just sent me something. Look to your health and vitality, for these may need healing. Hold on. I need to see what just happened here. Oh, baby! Oh, Samantha, that was amazing. Thank you. Thank you for that. She just sent me a wonderful, wonderful. Was that a painting? I didn't get a real good look at it because I needed to go back to my monitor. But thank you, honey. Beautiful wolf. There was... Okay, sorry. There was also a thing someone shared today that there is like this raging trend of werewolf porn. Of stories where these people that are like non-English speakers as their first language are writing these serials that are like werewolf tribes, and it's like it's very saucy. Cracks me up. I said whatever sharpens your fangs, baby. All right. Our will can change our fate. It can forge a path where there is none. Look to your health and vitality, for these may need healing. And here's the verse that comes with it. I am the flowing force of life, the focus, the blood pulsing, the oats being sown, the uncontrolled wildness, tenacious and not quite polished. I am Uruz, not quite polished, wild, feral, powerful. So, Uruz is a rune of the Elder Futhark that represents physical, mental, and spiritual power and the concept of will. So, integration of the parts of yourself, and then what is it that I will? And letting that be your voice and your statement, putting that into action. Let's look at Awaz. Is that Iwaz? Awaz? There's two of them that are spelled the same, almost the same. Awaz and Iwaz. I think this one's Iwaz. Do not be afraid of death. It is just another part of life. You will experience a new beginning once you've completed the current cycle, but not before. Set your boundaries clearly and you will be protected. Okay. So, I scrape the sky tall and straight, my roots deep in the underworld. Begin again when all is dead. Gone is what was. I rejoice in what is. I am the center. I am Yawaz. It's associated with the yew, a tree sacred to the Norse that's tall and vertical. Okay. So we're talking about death and endings here, and that cycle. So what is it that you will, that you have, what cycle have you been through here on your mental, physical, emotional, wait a minute, let me go back here. Physical, mental, spiritual power. When you gather your will and pull all of these powers together, what is it now that you want to see come to an end? What is it, I mean, where I already feel fall coming, you guys. I got that feeling just a few days ago, and it's like, it's coming, it's coming. I mean, we're not at the peak of summer yet. It's not Llamas quite yet, Monday. But it's the season of let's put some things to bed, let's put them to rest, let's bring them to an ending. So what endings are there here that you really need to internalize and then bury? And then we've got Vegvisir. Vegvisir? I wish I knew how to pronounce that. Hey. We are never truly lost unless we choose to be. We each have a purpose, God's given gifts, and direction to fulfill that purpose. Even in the direst of times, know that you are loved and protected. You can find your way, even if the way seems hidden to you. This feels like a big wrap-up from the very first ones we read tonight. All right. So when the chaos is busting loose, we can remember that we are not lost. If we are anchored in ourselves, and when we know who we are, and that foundation is so strong, that body, mind, and spirit connection and power is so strong, and we are able to engage our will in the present moment, then we don't ever have to feel lost or lonely. You know? When you find your connection to the all that is, you don't ever have to feel bottomless loneliness again. And know that you're protected because of you. Here's the verse. The storm, it colors everything. In a rage of blankness and sharp white cold. It erases what was and is, and I fear for what will be. I trace this power, the lines of meaning, and I fear my loss no more. Holy shit. So we've got all of this in here. We've got Cancer, we've got Uranus. Vigvisir is an Icelandic rune symbol of great power. While scholars are unsure how long magical staves such as Vigvisir have been in use, although they've been found in archaeological pieces like stones and weapons as early as 1400 AD. We first see them officially recorded in manuscripts like the Hold manuscript, often referred to as the Viking compass. Not only because it resembles a compass or a sundial, but because of its magical properties, which include protection while traveling through even the most severe storms. It was said that a person possessing the Vigvisir will never lose their way, even if the way was not known. So it's a sigil, it's a magical symbol. And this is protection through chaos. You know, Cancer is very protective. That's what this is. Look at the crab claws. It's like hands protecting something, and think of the hard shell. So Cancer is protection amongst the chaos. And what do we find protection in? Our hopes, our fears, our understanding of ourselves, our friends, our family. Here is that symbol. There it is. So I'm sure you can look up that, you can Google that and see it, and maybe draw it as a sigil and carry it about your person. But voice here really is about expressing your power amidst endings and chaos, and knowing that you are protected. Knowing that you are protected. And sharing those messages that you have. Because if you are grounded and you have that sense of I'm never lost, I can always find my way. I am resourceful enough to handle this. You can guide others through as well. Okay, let's see. Ooh, maple bacon. Oh, you did that. I thought it looked like a painting. It's beautiful. Oh my God. Okay, you want a maple bacon donut? Oh my God. Stop it. Okay. Laura K. Hamilton writes about all kinds of shapeshifters doing all kinds of things. She doesn't go into great detail, but you know it's an interesting series. Okay, who is Laura K. Hamilton? What do we wish to harvest? More of what do we wish to never plant again? More, okay, what do we want to harvest more of? What do we want to never plant again? That's really good. That's very, very good. Float like a bobber on the surface of life. That's awesome, Darcy. That is frickin' awesome. Okay. And just for fun, I'm going to ask our die again and see if he comes up with 3. No, he came up with 5. That's okay. Okay, bud. Put you on the spot. That's all right. Okay, so now we have Aradia, the Gospel of Aradia. So here comes the goddess. And what does she want to say to us? Let me try to give this a shuffle here. Much better cardstock than the other one. All right. What? Oh, what? Oh, Earthbound Oracle. Will we be asking Aradia about tonight? There she goes, that one. Didn't flip all the way. Wealth. What's the difference between abundance and wealth? There's a good question. Wealth is material. Abundance is not. Abundance is an understanding. Abundance is an energy. Abundance is a spirit. Wealth is a thing. Wealth is things. Why do we have a card that's bigger than the other ones here? That's very strange. I'm like holding this deck and there's a card sticking out. Can you see it? I don't know. See, it sticks way out there. How very strange. Okay. Hello, Natalie. Welcome, sweetheart. Are you just waking up? Oh, there we go. There's number one. What do you want us to know about wealth? Pilgrimage. Oh, goodness. All right. We're going to go here. Oops. We're not doing reverses. Well, pilgrimage, fortune, and fecundity. And I have another one here that I'm just going to set right there, and we'll see what comes up. All right, pilgrimage. There we go. Peace comes from within. Do not rely upon others or outside influences for permission to be peaceful. My God, have the messages been so consistent tonight? Never make decisions when you're angry or are experiencing any other intense emotion. Learn how to ground yourself. Forgiveness is something you do for yourself, not for the other person. And here's the verse. Some wish deeply for peace to find the middle way. Some may seek reconciliation, just as night seeks day. But others want peace only at their will to win. Extremism binds them. They see peace as a sin. Wow. Others want peace only at their will to win. Extremism binds them. They see peace as a sin. Okay, so this pilgrimage card, let's talk about pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is the idea that you have to go someplace else to find what you're looking for, to find spiritual connection. And this card is saying, I'll never go farther. If I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't go any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, then I never really lost it to begin with. Right, Toto? Yeah. That is Dorothy. Learning the lesson of if you can't find it within, you're never going to find it without. For behold, I have been with you from the beginning, and I am that which is attained at the end of desire. From the charge of the goddess. That which you, okay, you who seek to know me, know that your seeking and yearning will avail you not unless you know the mystery. That if that which you seek you find not without, you find not within, you will never find it without. So, pilgrimage, look at the feet here. Pilgrimage is about the path, not about the destination. So you can be, your entire life can be a pilgrimage of finding your way to enlightenment, finding your way to peace. But again, you're not going to find it out there. You can only find it in here. So let your pilgrimage be internal. The wealth that you carry within you. You carry the wealth and the abundance of every spiritual promise ever made. It's up to you to go in and activate it. Then we have fortune, and then we have fecundity. So, oh boy, did the cards show up for the topic of wealth. Fortune is your actual physical wealth. What is your fortune? I've been doing the thing lately of getting rid of shit so that when I die, my family doesn't have to worry about it. And then I look at what I'm leaving to my kids and like weeding some things out. Some things I'm giving them now just to get it the fuck out of my house, and I know they want it. But as far as a fortune, I don't have a fortune in money. And I don't think that I ever will. It's not that important to me to amass that fortune. If I had a fortune, I would spend it and give it away because I like to spend. But what is your fortune? What is your wealth? Where does your wealth lie? What is the thing that people are just dying for that you've got to give? And then fecundity is about fertility. All right, let me read the verse here. Prepare for a positive change of fortune. A run of bad luck will end. Know the difference between chance and action. You can change your luck. Be prepared. When fortune meets opportunity, success results. Now, there's that saying, when the harder I work, the luckier I get. And part of it is like, putting everything on hard work, that you've got to work hard for every good thing you have, and that's bullshit. But there is a truth to it as well. The harder I work at my inner peace, at recognizing abundance, at understanding where my wealth lies, the more I work at that, the luckier I will get, because the synchronicities will be popping. I will be coming into congruence with myself, into my integrity, into connection with myself and connection with spirit and all that is. And there's where we recognize our wealth. Wish for me a coin of gold. Lady Fortuna, please give to me. I pray to you to change my luck. Fortune's favorite I will be. Oh, hard to woo, Fortuna smiles, her sweetest and most complicated one. Our expectations not premeditated, we cannot trust that her gift will come. It's chance. But they say, know the difference between chance and action. If you need a stroke of luck, set up the context for that luck to land in. Yeah. Fecundity, fertility is our birthright, but a genuine understanding of fertility goes beyond the ability to have children. It acknowledges that growth of any kind is our true form. Concerns about our ability to attract money or grow our businesses are contrary to the flow of fertility. Plug into the natural cycles of the seasons. Boy, these are talking directly to that wealth topic. A quickening vibrates across the land. All becomes awake and ripens. Seeds become shoots of green. The morning sky it brightens. Everything is full and open, at the ready to expand. The dance of lushness has begun. Take my heart, take my hand. That's beautiful. Okay. Growth of any kind is our true form. Life comes from life, always, always. Life comes from life, life goes into death, life springs anew. Always, always, always. Here's where I want to say, again, as I've said many times, we are not going to kill our planet. She is adjusting herself right now. So don't worry that the Earth is just going to die and leave us hanging here. That's not going to happen. But the part that supports us, we need to take the actions that we need to take to make sure that we are being efficient, to make sure that we are using our wealth, our material wealth, in the best possible way for the good of all. All right, let me catch up. Cold winter morning, oh my goodness. Oh, Tavia, I'm so glad. I really need to hear it again. Yes, this all internal. Really, really tonight, everything has been about the internal. Giving away lots of things. Yep. We are all pregnant with possibilities. Absolutely. We just need to decide what we want to give birth to. And like that Uru's bringing mind, body, and spirit and will together. Here is what I will bring to birth. Here is how I will use my wealth. Here is how I want my inner wealth to manifest outwardly. Yeah. As within, so without. So we take a pilgrimage to ourselves. We go on a retreat. Maybe we take a retreat from the things that distract us all day long. And when we have too much distraction, that's when Four of Cups shows up. I'm bored. I'm bored, I'm disgruntled, I'm dissatisfied, I can't really pay attention to anything. That's because we are disconnected. So we take that pilgrimage, come home to ourselves, and there we find our fortune, and there we find our fertility, and the life that is burgeoning and waiting to burst forth. And we have ritual at the end. I apologize that I have not done prayer circles recently. It seems that when the weekends come up, there's just stuff going on, and I haven't scheduled one. But I need it, and we all need it. I need to take a pilgrimage to myself and reclaim the prayer circles. Let's read. So we're like, okay, how do I do this? Ritual. Taking the steps. What is ritual? It is a place where we can integrate, where we invoke the elements, which is calling forth all of the parts of ourselves to be there in integration at the same time. The mind, air, the will, fire, the emotions, water, the body, earth, and the spirit, the hub that they all spin around. So we bring ourselves into integration and safety. We build our boundary. And we call in our help and our assistance and our guardians. And then we get busy. We take the steps to get where we need to go. Rituals give our lives positive touchstones. Be grateful for what you have. Starting or ending the day with a simple ritual brings peace and inspiration. Rites of passage are important to our growth. Marking successes and celebrating milestones give life meaning and joy. We join in flesh, in heart, in song, dancing our connection, whirling away our wrong. The same way, repeated amongst our kind, passed down through blood, magic for all time.
I thought I heard somebody. Pie Wacket. Did I hear you? Pie Wacket.
I swear I just heard him. He might be under the bed. Anyway. Ritual. And here we are with our Wednesday night ritual of throwing cards and seeing what they have to tell us. And I am astonished every time here just at how these messages continually reflect back to those dice at the beginning, and I give all props to my team, particularly to Lloyd and Jessica. Lloyd in the east, the mind, Jessica in the west, my emotions. These are my guardians there. They bring those two parts of me together, which is what I need in order to read. And they whisper in my ears. So grateful for them. All right, you guys, where are we at? Amazing. I'm very happy to get this deck in my hands again because it's very easy to read as well. Both of these Stacey DeMarco decks, and I haven't used the Halloween since last year, so I don't recall that one, but I seem to remember it being easy to read too. Her decks don't have too much, I love Alana Fairchild too, but boy, you better be picking one card because she's going to take you through an entire ritual and therapy and everything else. So I really do appreciate these Stacey DeMarco decks, and as I do these readings, look at the humidity. As I get my hands on my decks week after week, and just I've stopped fussing about the theme and which decks, and and just like, oh, this, and it's getting easier, but I'm also getting better versed in particular authors and what I like about them. And Stacey, I like your simplicity. I like that you go straight to the point, so you can just smack, there's a reading, without a lot of labor. All right. Natalie says, I live in a small country town named Clare in the mid-north of South Australia. Wow. Never been to Australia? It's definitely, yeah, no kidding, me too. Tonight readings have been so nurturing to me. I'm so glad, Marcy. I'm so glad. You know, I mean, we all need the messages, and it doesn't really matter. We hear the same messages over and over again. And those of you who are also readers, who are also consciously on the path, of course you know this wisdom. Of course we all know this. You know, I'm not going to come up with anything really earth-shattering and new in these live streams, but what it's doing is like bringing all these disparate parts of the lesson that we need to learn, the overall lesson, together. And you know, that overall lesson is it's time for a change up in how we take care of ourselves and how we take care of our friends. Things are changing around us. There's a lot of chaos externally, but Cancer gives us that ability to protect ourselves and nurture ourselves and take care of ourselves. And then we have the people that are our tribe that we can reach out to and connect with and get and expand on that nurturing. Absolutely. All right. Natalie, believe it or not, I'm a solitaire too. Finding it hard to expand my knowledge and going forward with no one to bounce ideas off. Okay, any ideas? Well, we're here, and anytime you want to comment on a video, all of you, I'm at what, 1689 now as far as subscribers go. And anytime somebody comments on one of my videos, I will answer you. So Natalie, if you have a question about something, please, or you know, you can email me. I'm terrible about checking my Gmail email, which is the one that's connected to my channel. But lunahart@gmail.com, or no, for my channel it's lunazenwich at Gmail. So lunazenwich@gmail.com. If you want to email me, I am happy, my dear, to answer questions or do a Zoom call with you or something like that. Very happy to do it. That's what elders are about, you know, about passing on our knowledge, giving the gifts, talking to you about ritual. If you haven't seen the ritual playlist, or I don't have my browser open so I can't look right now, but browse my playlists, Natalie, because there are ones that are talking about like the steps of ritual and invoking the elements and deity, and there's all these, you know, I think it's called The Art of Ritual. Look at that playlist and watch those. If you have things that you have questions about or they spark something in you, please just comment. I will see the comment. We will have a conversation. However we need to do it, darling, I'm here for you. Okay? All right. Patreon stuff, yep. And the Patreon right now, I actually have to see, because I think if you join right now at the $3 a month, you still have access to the whole astrology, basic astrology lessons that I did. I can't remember whether there was 3 or 4, but these are incredibly detailed. If they're not available to my current patrons, I'm going to make it available. All right. So for just that $3 a month, you can get pretty much a basic course in the fundamentals of astrology. But it sounds to me, Natalie, like you have more ritual questions about practice and you know, what does ritual look like for me as a solitaire. So I'm happy, you know, whatever your questions are, I'm happy to answer them. All right. You're very welcome, my dear. Yes. Okay. You guys, down below, you will see the Amazon wish list, and you'll see a couple ways that you can send me a little tip if you want, and you will see a Patreon link if you would like to join for $3 a month or more. It's your choice. To just support, but I am starting to throw early content that way, and I'm sure I will start throwing some exclusive content that way too. It just depends. I've got a lot of ideas, as usual. My downfall is I have so many creative ideas, books full of them, and it's the physical doing of them. I'm thinking of that Ace of Pentacles on the transparent tarot thing, but just start now, and the Fool, start now. So I'm actively pondering the things that I want to do there on Patreon. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much. You mean so much to me. You really, really do. You are my circle. You know, I don't have a coven locally, but we are the Easy Bake Coven, aren't we? Thanks, Darce. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Until I see you next time, I love you so much. Be safe, and blessed be. Oh, come on. Let's try that again. Here we go. Here's the sign up. I love you. Blessed be. Oh, my God. Jesus, that was hard.